I have got 15 minutes of really nice flowing Pilates for you for when you just need to take a breath, a little step back, and so whether that's a break from your desk, whether you've literally got 15 minutes before you have to go and pick up the kids. I've been working on in my classes some really nice breathing patterns that we can put to movement. I'm Karen, I've been teaching Pilates for over 15 years, and it's just really nice to put together these shorter Pilates classes and make them accessible to all. So join me on the mat. I've got my cup of tea. This really is a little cozy class for you today. We're going to start seated, and as ever, please do, if you've got anything that's going to feel uncomfortable for you or cause you pain, stop, breathe. Take a step back. You don't have to continue with the class, but I just want you to know that this is really for everyone to do. And if you have any questions about any of the moves, or you need some help, please do pop a comment below and I will do my best to get back to you. But let's get started. So feet around hips width apart on the mat, and we're going to come up to seated. And as you come up to this position, we're going to think first about your breath. And I want you to feel now, so try and lift up nice and tall, because when we are bunched up, there's not space for the diaphragm. So I want you to create some space in your trunk, and we're going to breathe in. And I want you to feel your ribs open up and slowly exhale. And try not to worry about your breath. If you're coming straight into this from whatever you've just been doing, you're not going to get this breathing straight away. That's fine. Anything though, where you can just start to relax is great. Once we start to put it together with the movement, I promise you'll just get that little bit of focus time. So again, from here, we're going to breathe in and let it go. And then if your legs are comfortable like this, then extend those feet. If not, you might want to sit on a cushion, but we're going to bring your hands onto your ribs, and I'm going to try and really breathe my ribs into my hands now, using my hands as a little bit of resistance, and then slowly exhale. And all the while I'm thinking about lifting up that spine. So breathe in now, those ribs open up, gently pause, and then exhale, taking a little longer over your out breath. So perhaps imagine that breath like a shape. We breathe in, we gently pause, we exhale, it's longer, there's nothing left, and we let it go. It's like a big triangle. We breathe in into your sides, gently pause, and we exhale, taking a little bit more time. Now, if you let your hands come to the backs of your thighs now, we're going to start to get some movement through your back. And what I want you to do here is just find that in breath, and on your out breath, softly with the shoulders, softly with the hands, start to roll back, opening up through your hips, and breathe in as you come on up to seated. And again from here, we're going to breathe out as you roll back to soften those elbows, open those hips up, and come on up to seated. And once again from here, just breathe in at the top and slowly exhale. And once you've got the movement, let's add that triangle breathing shape to this. So we're going to breathe in at the top, ribs open, gently pause, and then keep a smooth out breath as you roll back. Breathe in here, gently pause, keep a smooth out breath as you come on up. Let's progress that. I want you to come on back for me. So work on the movement first, and then we will add the breath. So the collarbone is nicely open, relax that jaw, that's it. If you can here, just open those hips up a little bit more. You're trying to feel like the fronts of your leggings come up to the ceiling. My thighs are being drawn together, like they're drawn together by little magnets. In fact, if I popped my fist in there, I could squeeze it. See how that feels, yeah? And then breathe in here, and on your out breath, we're going to let one arm lift up. Breathe in. On your out breath, lift the other arm up. Keep holding on if you need to. I'm going to just add one more progression here, that as you exhale, you extend the leg, and I'm pressing my heel away. You know what's coming next? Send the other leg away, opening up those hips. Breathe in here, and then lift up, and then reach forwards down towards your feet. If that feels like it's too much on your back, do the whole thing with your hands behind your thighs. So you don't have to add those arm lifts. But let's come again and let's think about the shape of that breath here. Soften the elbows. We're going to breathe in, and on your out breath, roll back and gently pause. Now I'm going to spin my hips upwards, so it's all in the trunk, and that lower back feels really open. And we're going to breathe in here. Pause, and on your out breath, blow that hand away. Breathe in here. Pause, and on your out breath, blow that hand away. Breathe in here. How's this feeling? Pause, exhale, press that heel away. Breathe in, and on your out breath, pause. Breathe in here, and then slowly, all the way up. Now let your feet come out, soften those shoulders and reach forwards for me, coming down. And I want you to feel you're pressing your heels away, you're reaching your hands forwards. So you've got that lovely length through the back of your body. And then come back up. So we're going to come now down onto the floor. So we're going to come down onto the mat. And as you know, anything where you feel your head is kind of here, do pop a cushion underneath your head until we come into your bridges. Or you could pop it underneath your bottom. So let your hands come by your sides. Now we're starting with a bridge. So you don't want to have anything underneath your head here. And we're going to start now with those arms coming out to the sides. So as you come on out, feet underneath your knees, hands down by your sides. Make sure you've got plenty of space around you. And in this position now, we're going to breathe in. And on your out breath, press through your feet. Let your hips come up towards the ceiling. And then slowly roll back down towards the floor. So think about that breathing pattern. We're going to breathe in here. Feel those ribs open up. Pause here. Breathe out. Allow that pelvis to roll under and come on up and find your bridge. Breathe in at the top. And on your out breath, slowly roll back down towards the floor. Now let's come again. Breathe in at the bottom. On your out breath, slowly roll on up. And then this time, we're going to float your hands up so your fingertips come up towards the ceiling. Now, I want to feel the pelvis is just under here. So we're not there through the back. We've got those hips coming up to the wall behind you. We can feel those thighs, just like when we did that roll back. The thighs are being drawn towards each other. The weight on the insides of your feet, that's it. And then those fingertips are coming up to the ceiling. And from here now, we're going to breathe in, bring your arms out to the sides. Find that pause. And on your out breath, those hands are going to come up. And feel how those ribs can drop into the floor a little bit more. Breathe in, bring your arms out to the sides. Gently pause. And on your out breath, those hands come up to the ceiling. Now, no droopy bottoms. Let those hips lift up. That's it. Breathe in, bring your arms out to the sides. Slowly, your hands come back up. And then we're going to roll back down to the floor. And as you come back down, let your hands come back down. And we're going to come down into what I call a little salsa. It's a lovely preparation for hundreds and for your teaser. What we're going to do here, again, just relax that neck. Again, pop a cushion under it if you need it, or even under your bottom for this one. And we're going to just slide your heel away. And can you feel, as you lift that leg up, can you feel that point? Drop it back down again. Press your heel away. Can you feel that point where the ribs drop down and the back of the pelvis is down? And we want to be even on both sides. So we're not tilted, but we're level here. Can you feel that? Now I'm pressing my heel away because I want to open through the back of my body. And I'm relaxing the shoulders and I'm relaxing the neck. And as I hold here on an out breath, if I pop my fingers here just below the waistband of my leggings, I'm going to feel that tummy come down. Can you do that as well? And then lower that foot down. Just try the same thing on the other side, that little salsa. So we breathe out. Let that leg come on up. Gently pause here, breathe in. And on your out breath again, ribs are connected. We're level through both sides of the hips and pelvis. And if I breathe out, I draw the tummy down and then let your foot come back down towards the floor. So from here now, what we're going to do is just bring your hands back down by your sides and pop that on the end of our bridge. So we breathe in here, and on your out breath, roll on up. Gently pause up at the top, send that head away. Bring your hands up, fingertips up towards the ceiling. And we're going to breathe in, bring your arms out to the sides, gently pause. And on your out breath, come back up. We're going to do that 3 times. Breathe in, come on out. Breathe out, come on back. Now I'm talking, you may be breathing slower, that's absolutely fine. So you take your time. If you're going with the breath, and again, if you've forgotten, don't worry. Just, even if you could do a couple of days, really connecting with your breath, that's brilliant. And then down towards the mat, let your hands come back down. Now let's feel from here. We're gonna breathe in, and on your out breath, send that leg away. That lovely scoop. Bring your foot back in. Breathe out, send the other leg away. That lovely scoop. And then come back in. And then from here now, if you just breathe in, bring your arms up and over your head. And on your out breath, roll on up and let the crown of the head come up towards the ceiling. So you're using those legs for a little bit of lift. Breathe in as you come back down. Breathe out as you roll on up. How's that breath? Breathe in as you come on down. Let those ribs lift. And breathe out. We're going to roll on up. Now can you from here float your knees up and let your feet come up towards the ceiling. And again, we're just pushing the balls of the feet away, feeling that head comes up, open through the chest and shoulders. Now some progressions if you want them. Breathe in here, and on your out breath, this hand lifts up. Breathe in here, and on your out breath, this hand lifts up. Now if you want to now, fingertips behind your ears, your elbows nice and wide. Draw those thighs together. Breathe in. Hold here. Let your knees come back in. Let your feet come back down to the floor. And bring your arms out to the sides. Take a little stretch here. We're going to just do that one more time. So breathe in. Bring your arms up. Exhale, roll on up. Hands come into the backs of your thighs. Crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Open up through the collarbone. Then let your knees float up here, one and the other. Breathe in here. And on your out breath, extend those legs out. Head coming up to the ceiling. We're going to breathe in. And on your out breath, let one arm lift up. Breathe in, hold. And on your out breath, let the other arm lift up. And hold, and then if you want to, fingertips behind that head, back down towards the floor, feet come out. Reach your arms up over your head and just stretch out here. Lengthen and open. And then just for balance, because I can't quite leave you there, because it's really important if we've done that work on your front, we're going to do a little bit of work on your back as well. So just spin yourselves around now for me. Come on down towards the floor, that's it. Let your head come on down onto the mat. Bring those thighs together and the shoulders relax. And all we're going to do here, just breathe in, let your head gently hover off your hands to begin with. Now I want you to take a moment, check the back of the neck is long, so your chin is gently drawn in. Draw your tummy up towards your back. And then we're going to breathe in, let your ribs come forwards. And slowly back down to the floor. So that's the extension to all that little folding we did on your backs. Breathe in, come on forwards. Can you feel that stretch through the front of your tummy? And slowly come back down. And breathe in, come on forwards. And then as you come back down, hold this position. Let your hands come forwards, and you're going to just press into your hands to let those ribs lift. Now, as I always say in my classes, if for any reason this is pinchy in your back, have your hands further forwards and send your tail away, so you can try and consciously open up through the back of the body. But if you want your hands in a little bit more and you can get some more lift through the back, then great. And what we're going to do now is breathe out, press into one hand, let the opposite arm to leg come up, and breathe in lower. And then on the other side, breathe out, come on up, inhale, lower. Now if you want to take this down a gear, same thing, but lower. Open up through the hip, inhale, lower. One thing to think about here, where are your feet? Just point your little toe back down towards the floor. So we're not here, we're there, with the front of the foot is down to the floor. Once again, breathe out, come up, inhale, lower, and again we're going to lift and lower, then push up. Sit your bottom back, reach your hands forwards and just gently stretch out through your back here and breathe. Thank you for joining me today. So just 15 minutes today, and again, if you've got any questions about any of these exercises, please do leave a comment below. I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. That way I can make sure you get all of the latest little Pilates sequences from me. I've been Karen, and I look forward to seeing you next time.